6 of the National Football League. And we've got C.D. Lamb. He's coming off a game where he cleared the century mark with ease, over 150 yards. It's the Cowboys.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That's just to the far side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a strong run there, so take this all the way down to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb is in Aubrey now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. And Davis content just to bring this down to the 25-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led out by one of a few North Dakota State alums at QB in the NFL, a 5th-rounder back in 2019, Easton Stick.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
Here's Stick looking to throw. After the touchdown on the other side, how will you respond? We talk about that a lot. across midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. 73 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Prescott now. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They picked up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stick looks to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more cadence on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back-to-back incompletions, so that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. shy of the 30. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me at a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, that's an old play caller's trick right there. Right up there with run the ball inside the tackles on first down. You just watch your quarterback get sacked on the previous play. Now you let those defensive linemen penetrate again, hoping to get their hands on him one more time. But this time, he's got the perfect call dialed up, and the screen burns him for a first down.
From the 44-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up the midfield.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun throw for Stick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. To Marcus Lawrence, able to record his 5th sack of the season. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They're going to go play action now with Stick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. And this hit's caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, in that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
And you put the time in. Sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something very clear, and they got it done there.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. 1st down, Prescott. He finds his man, Pollard. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Again to Pollard running throw it. And that's complete to the field of Cooks. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. That one goes for 24 yards.
Hard to believe Cooks is only 30 with all that he's accomplished. It's also hard to believe he's on his fifth NFL stop now with Dallas. Changes of scenery work great for him. Every time he's moved, he's had 1,000 yards in his first season with his new team.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The Cowboys at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a look. This more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back in the 36. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points in 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. We had a field goal range. Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. A strong showing the last time out. They scored a touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play, and it's 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is taken at about the 14. Offense back out there. We shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And that's going to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Prescott. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Starting to look like
As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had it gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. By no means certainly nearly out of this contest. Two-score game started third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that's it. It becomes even more slow if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Running on first down, Eckler, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 99 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action, make it look like the same exact play, and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. When we clip out the box score, nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Pollard again. Escapes the defender. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This is caught. It's close. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Third down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw it. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Taken down at the 30.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, and you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
That one tossed left side into the hands of his tight end. And down inside the 15 it goes. 17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Prescott now. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from going up by 30. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
Party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's a old reference there, folks. But yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores over a pretty sizable lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They started on the ground with Eckler. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, now allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive end, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stick looking to throw. That's again complete to Palmer. First and 10, stick. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a throw here, home in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Up the middle with Eckler. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves it with a 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Eckler. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
152 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Going to run again here with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Down inside the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story. That is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
This taken in at the goal line. Room to run at the 50. Still Extra point up and good by Dickery as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. Muscles by at the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here is 3rd and 5. Running right, it's Pollard. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Ryan Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Stick back to pass. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was the big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
A shotgun throw from Stick. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Stick to throw once more. And his throw here is incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Stick from the gun. That's the left sideline and incomplete.
But if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, that's a terrific observation because, you know, they emphasize ball security, want to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense, and they were turnover free and took points when they were available. Excellent execution, and they did it confidently.
So for down